Hello everyone, this is Judy coming to you from my scrapbook loft, and I am here you all because I'm going to make a friend a Folio tablet holder to hold a tablet so that they can use it on their desk or in the kitchen for grocery list, whatever. But it will hold this tablet here that we all get at the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General, and I'm using craft cardstock, 110 pound, okay, and yeah, I am reinforcing my hinges. I'm using the tie back just like I do when I make my scrapbook so that it will last forever and a day. Okay, so I'm starting off with the back piece, which is 6 by 8.5. The left side of the piece is 5.5 by 8.5, and the right side is 5 by 8.5. Okay, it's just going to be like a gatefold. Alright, and then I got me some scrap pieces of Tyvek. You all, if you've watched my videos, you know I use Tyvek a lot in my scrapbooks and anything that's going to be open and close a lot. It is a tear resistant kind of envelope that you get, the mail has it. It's used in mailing, and now you see it on Tyvek, like under siding for houses that they put under the siding of the bricks. It's the covering of a house, and it'll say Tyvek. And see this, it will not tear. It will stretch, but it won't tear. The only way it will tear is if you cut it. You have to cut it to tear it. Okay? Alright, so I have, where's my, did I throw my little piece of chipboard away that I cut for my, yeah. I cut this piece of chipboard. Oh, here it is. It went under the keyboard. Okay. This is 1/4 inch. It's a scrap piece of chipboard. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I marked what I wanted as the back so that I would know what I'm doing. And oops, wrong tweezers. I use score tape. Like I said, I'm making this for a friend. And it does not have to go from end to end. You can have it a little off. See how it's a little off right here and here? It's just to keep it from tearing. And we're going to do the other side of it. And I use every little piece of Tyvek that I can, you all. Just kind of center it on there. Did you see what I just did? Put it on the wrong side. Yep. See what it does? So I'm going to redo that. Yeah. Going to redo that side. that doesn't hurt anything right there. It's going to have this tie back on it, so it's not going to tear. You all, it's like 90 degrees here. And yesterday it was like 90 something, and we went out on the bike yesterday. Oh gosh, it was actually miserable. And I could not get on enough sunscreen. Yeah. Alright, now we'll try to get this on right. That didn't hurt a thing, you all. This tie back is going to be on there. It's going to make it, it'll keep it together and strong. Okay, and now we're going to put this side on. If you use 12 by 12 paper, you don't. You can score it, and it doesn't. And make it that way. Make your gussets by scoring it. I always just use Tyvek because I don't know. I'd rather for it to last forever and be thrown away just because I'm tired of it and not because it tore up. So I use my Tyvek. And as you can see, I've used my 1/4 inch gusset marker, and I'm lining up my edges of my paper here, trying to get them even. There we go. Let's bring this side over. This tape off. I didn't put any tape in the very center of this Tyvek, but there's enough on the edge that it catches it and holds it there. And I'm going to line this one up. There we go. Yeah, every little piece. Can you see that dotted line there? That is where it can be. Let's see if I can show you. Oh, it's not on these little ones. Okay. It's where it can be torn open when you get it in the mail. But if you glue it all down and you get that onto the cardboard, that will not come loose. I use every little piece of that I can of Tyvek. It is expensive, and so you want to use it sparingly. And this is where it was put together in the back. And that doesn't hurt anything. There we go. It lays flat. And I use art glitter glue. Art glitter glue is basically the only glue I ever use. It is just like the score tape. It does not turn loose in the heat. When I first started making scrapbooks, I used different glues, and I in and upstairs, it's like a story and a half. I call it a loft, and the other glues would turn loose in the heat on my scrapbooks that I had made years ago. And over the years, I have learned to use better glues. They're expensive, but they're better glues, better adhesives, and they work perfectly. All right, now the paper that I'm going to use for this, I'm going to get, I need a 12 by 12. I'm already 11 minutes into this. Okay, let's see. What do I want to get? I had everything picked out except for my base color for my cover. What about me? Let's do green. Let's do this blue-green. Teal, blue, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to have to put two pieces together. And this is textured, but it will work. Let's get this scissors. And make sure we get it on the same side. Okay. Like this. Just line it up. There we go. Put that in the center. So, what I want to do is I'm going to cut off about 1.5 inches on each side of that. Make it easier to handle and it won't be so bulky. Okay. And I think this is 8.5 and that's 12. 9.5 and 10.5. I'm going to take, yeah, I'm going to leave it like it is. Okay, so I may have to cut the piece off at the top after I get it marked on here how I want it to go. And the reason I mark mine, you all, is because I don't know, OCD, I guess. That's what my husband says. I have it bad. Yeah, he says I do. And I'm going to put my tape on here. I do not like puckers. I'd rather have the paper to crack than to pucker. Yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. Back in the drawer, I'll be hunting for them. Yep. Okay, you all, we are 17 minutes into this video. And so I'm going to say stay tuned for part 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you like what you have watched and that you will return. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you so much. I love you all. You've been real good for me. And I thank you for being patient while I took a break and got rested and did some work that I needed to do here in the house, although I still have 2 rooms to go. Yeah. But yeah, I'll get to them. I'll get to them. And yes, stay tuned for part 2. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for giving me your time. Hugs to you from me, and God bless.